This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board. Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground. Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage. And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you? Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. And Amendola with a catch. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Set! Blue 60! Mike Popo! Hey! Alert! Pop! 44!
From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking deep now for it, and that's caught inside the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back. So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Big 20. Get him.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Flushed out right. Throwing deep for Galladay. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Don't turn this way. Get this one on. Check, jump out!
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Up 3-0 after one on EA Sports. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 1st down at Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Hey. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, hurry. 50 to Mike. 50.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Jarrett Davis. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick your game up. Shit.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Monday. Mike 50. Hey, Orbit. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Kill.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Take 30. Fight 51. Come to 50. Hey, you block over here. We want it. Come to my world.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Take right. 40. Get 300.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here comes Amendola. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 6 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the draw. Here's Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
180. 44. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. To throw on third down, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 12. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. He hits Jermaine Kearse. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 22!
Max 50.
We own this.
Here's Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this. And taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On the return is Williams. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
11.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So on fourth down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
51 to Mike. Hey, come on, now, come on.
On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Packers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling. Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's McKissick. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
59!
From the 38, Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it. They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
44's Mike. Check.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
50's the Mike. Let's go. Hey, check 27. Mike's hey. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Here we go. 53. Ready.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. A carry now for McKissick. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
40 got. 44's the Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Drill right. 22.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
61, matchbox right. 115. Notice 50. Hey, you block over here.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Amendola set to return it. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, give me a radar.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Stafford. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are able to cut into that lead. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They begin the drive with Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Williams. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to. Check nickel.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
50-50. Hey, wahoo!
One last throw here for Stanford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.